and they change depending on what traffic is detected and from where. Most
Whoa.
cities in the world have detected.
What do you mean they
The
have
traffic light has a
the
detection system.
yes? I feel like we are living in the fourth world.
I think we're the third world country.
No, not even the third. The third world is better off. Welcome back again to the channel. So today we are going to be checking a video from Not Just Bikes, and do well to like, subscribe to the channel. So we are going to be checking out why the Dutch wait less at traffic lights, and I'm really intrigued coming from a country where our traffic system is almost horrible. I'm so sorry I'm using the word because we are being truthful here. So I want to know why the Dutch actually wait less or have less time in the traffic lights.
Right.
And let's get right into the video. Not just bikes.
When I'm traveling somewhere, I hate traffic lights, and I go out of my way to find routes that avoid them. But for some reason,
It's so funny because I and my husband we prefer taking the longer paths than taking the path full with traffic lights
Honestly.
most of the time. Like we prefer to take the express road than taking the traffic
Because the
one.
traffic light here is insane, to be frank.
It does not count right.
Mm-mm.
I just feel so. Obviously, it does not.
I still find them interesting. I even own a real traffic light at home. When studying engineering in Canada,
You
I had
own
an
the traffic
exam
light at
question
home.
to design a state machine for a traffic light controller. It had to go green, then yellow, then red, and then repeat in the other direction. Easy enough. I would not want to take that exam question in the Netherlands because traffic lights are way more complicated here.
Ah,
There are several times where I've sat around watching traffic lights in the Netherlands with absolute fascination. Does anyone else do that, or is it just us engineers? Traffic lights in the Netherlands have so many interesting combinations, and they change depending on what traffic is detected and from where. Most cities in the world have detection circuits at low traffic intersections.
Wait,
what do you mean they
the
have
traffic light has a
the
detection system.
yes? So if this road is packed, it know how to make it flow correctly, and if this one is like free, because over here, even if there's no car coming from this part, you
Yeah,
still have to wait that
that same
60
amount.
seconds, the right
And
amount.
if you beat that traffic,
And
oh
probably the one with and probably the one packed might be reading 30 seconds.
yeah,
Like it's very unbalanced.
the
Very
one that is
unbalanced.
very packed, right, will have a low green light time.
Yeah.
Do you understand why the one that is less packed
You
will have
see,
a
free, like they will move it like, bro, this is not functional well. I've actually thought about this exact thing. Like, can't they just detect to know how? But I felt like it was an impossible, imagination to have over here. And
yeah, it is an impossible imagination to have over here.
I'm shocked, guys. I'm really shocked. I'm baffled and wowed.
If there's a stopped car at a red light. But traffic-dependent detectors, which detect approaching traffic and change the signals based on real-time traffic levels, are used at the majority of intersections in Amsterdam. And
Wow.
these kind of signals are much more common in the Netherlands in general than in other countries. The North American traffic engineering profession was created to manage cars, and it shows. The movement of cars is the absolute highest priority over everything else. In the Netherlands, there are two priorities at traffic lights. First is to minimize conflict, to reduce the number of
Okay.
times any road user will cross the path of any other, for safety. The second is to optimize the movement of as many people as possible, not just as many cars as possible,
How is for the cars?
and that makes
Yeah.
the road function much more efficiently. Here's an example from a new intersection I cross every day. As you can see, there's a countdown timer for the bicycle light, which is nice. But there are loops in the ground to detect bicycles not just at the light, but also several meters before the light, and the same is done for car traffic. If the controller detects that a cyclist is approaching and the intersection could be clear, then it will make the light red for cars and speed up the countdown timer to let cyclists get through without stopping. It's always so satisfying to watch the timer count down in only a few seconds, just because it
Wow,
detected
you
my
saw it
bike.
just change.
In North America, when it's green for everyone in that direction. But
Thank
in the
you.
Netherlands, many signals work independently, so when there's a chance for one direction to go without interfering with another, then they're given that opportunity.
Wow.
In this example, the bicycle light is green in both directions, here and here.
I feel like we are living in the fourth world.
I think we're the third world country.
No, not even the third. The third world is better off. Like the fourth of the fourth world.
No, it's crazy. Like, I would rather take the
This because
longest route.
because this is like an imagination I've had before, but I felt like it's impossible to dare. But seeing like it's something that is being
It's
adopted
possible.
in other,
It can be done.
world.
It can be done.
Wow.
Because there are no
You
cars
literally need to
detected
see our
going straight
traffic
through,
here, you guys.
allowing this
Crazy.
girl on the
Bad.
bike to turn left without stopping. Yet this time, the far signal is not green, so these cyclists need to stop to allow these cars to go through. On larger intersections, pedestrians may be given a green light to cross partway instead of having to wait until the whole intersection is clear to start walking. If a tram arrives, it will be given priority, and that section of the pedestrian crossing will be red. In North America, almost all crossings are single phase, which prevents the intersection from responding to real-time
And the
traffic
road,
levels.
this
That simplicity is not only
good.
inefficient,
The way
but
the
if you're
road is being
walking or cycling,
constructed.
it can also be really scary, because you have a long distance to travel and cars can cross your path in multiple places. It's for this reason that Dutch traffic signals can let pedestrians and cyclists have their own signal while cars are given a red light. Notice here that cyclists are given a green light to make a left turn while all car traffic is stopped, making this an extremely safe crossing. Pedestrians are also allowed to cross here, in the bottom left, because they do not cross paths with those left-turning cyclists. This is an interesting circumstance where cyclists are given a green in two directions at once. This results in the cyclists on the left needing to wait briefly here, but it allows the cyclist to get through in one light cycle. I didn't see this happen in any other light cycle, so the system must have detected a buildup of cyclists and optimized for it.
Wow.
I also really appreciate that there are no right turns on a red light for cars here, which is good because this is a ridiculously pedestrian unfriendly rule.
But there's no
A US study found that allowing cars to turn right on red resulted in a 69% increase in crashes with pedestrians and cyclists. The Netherlands tightly controls when right turns can be made, which not only significantly increases the safety of people outside of cars, but also ensures that the path is clear for right-turning cars. It allows more advanced light combinations as well. Watch how this tram turns left, while these cars in the foreground can turn right, while no pedestrians or cyclists are allowed to cross in their way. With no right turn on red, pedestrians can be given a head start. Notice how these people are halfway through the intersection before the bicycles and cars are allowed to go. These leading pedestrian signals are still quite rare in North America, but they significantly increase pedestrian safety from right-turning cars. One Chicago study found a 13% decrease in collisions with people walking when leading pedestrian signals were used. I find that intersections here are very
I'm so sorry, we've been passing more off too, but this is like a topic that hits close,
To home.
and I just have a lot of questions. I noticed on number one, they have lots of cyclists everywhere,
Well, I don't really know why, but I think it's
and they also have
easier.
people on foot as well.
Yeah, and it's healthier. Walking that pedal. So it keeps you healthy at the same time. But I don't really know the reason why they have more cyclists
Like
over there.
more bikes, like really, really more bikes. I've noticed like the increase in the bikes I've been seeing so
Yeah,
far. Because currently here we don't. It's
It-
just one
it's,
out
it's
of
more
10 that own a bike.
it's more like a statutory equivalent
Yeah.
over here. You own a bike. Do you
And
understand?
you
Like
don't even drive it out, maybe around your
you're
vicinity,
exactly
but not like outside. That the government has to even put a
a traffic light
traffic
for it.
for
No,
it.
you only drive it within your, like when I got mine. It's only within my
Environment,
vicinity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pedestrian friendly in general. Watch these people cross. They come up to the crossing, press the beg button, and the light changes immediately for them. The way most traffic lights are programmed in North America, that will almost never happen. In car-centric cities, you have a very narrow window of time to push that button, or you'll be waiting a whole light cycle to try again. Watch what happens when this man presses the beg button. The light was red, but the pedestrian signal doesn't come on, because it was pressed too late. The light turns green for cars, of course, but there's no walk signal, so these people are technically crossing illegally. It's completely ridiculous, but North American traffic engineers go out of their way to avoid slowing down drivers by having those pesky pedestrians in the way. Pedestrians and cyclists are seen as a nuisance that get in the way of drivers, rather than people who are also trying to get somewhere. What's worse is that buses and streetcars are almost always stuck in traffic because traffic engineers and politicians don't want to take away any space from cars to make a dedicated transit lane, even though it would ultimately speed up car traffic. Thankfully, in the Netherlands, public transportation has the highest priority and almost always gets a green light. It doesn't matter what else is happening at this intersection, this tram is going through right now. Often,
Wow.
the only time a tram will be at a
Have
red light
priority
is when
over
it's
the
ahead
Yeah.
of schedule, or when another transit vehicle is crossing first. This is the obvious and sane thing to do because a bus or tram will usually have dozens of people on it who should clearly have priority.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's not that cities in the US and Canada don't have sophisticated traffic light control systems, they do. This document describes a system used in Toronto. They even have the capability for transit signal priority. It's just that these systems are almost exclusively used to keep car traffic flowing and are rarely used to prioritize any other modes of travel or to ensure the safety of other road users. For example, even in this fully separated and dedicated streetcar lane in Toronto, the streetcar gets stuck at this red light. But they won't install transit signal priority here because it would, and I quote, fatally disrupt operations on intersecting streets. That's engineer speak for screw the people on that streetcar, there are drivers who have important places to go. Here's another example from Toronto that used to drive me crazy. At this light, some streetcars turn left and have their own signal. Of course, being Canada, it's not a priority signal, but that's not the most infuriating part. When turning left, they don't want pedestrians to cross the street in front of the streetcar, so they block the walk signal here. But because these traffic lights are stupid, it also blocks the walk signal here, where there aren't even any tracks, because the two pedestrian signals are linked. They do, of course, give drivers a green light here, because drivers are super important people who have super important places to go, but pedestrians are left literally
really
standing in
emphasizes
the
on
cold
that.
waiting, for no good reason. With the independent signals in the Netherlands, this should never happen here.
Yeah.
There are so many other interesting traffic light combinations in the Netherlands, such as intersections where cyclists get a green signal in all directions,
Yeah,
or even traffic signals that prioritize bicycles when it's raining. But I think I'll save those topics for the next time I visit Groningen. I don't know of any intersections in the Netherlands that use a pedestrian scramble like you'll see in cities like London, but I have a feeling that when pedestrian volumes become that high in Dutch cities, the whole area will become pedestrianized instead, which is better for people walking anyway. Of course, alternative to traffic lights such as roundabouts are sometimes used, but that's a topic for another day. And there are even some intersections in Amsterdam where traffic lights have been removed completely. This is possible if car traffic is reduced enough in speed and frequency, and this will definitely be a topic for a future video. So I may hate traffic lights. Oh, no, not you, no, it's okay. It's okay. But the Netherlands proves that it's possible to design more efficient traffic lights that move as many people as possible, not just as many cars as possible, and they can also significantly reduce points of conflict, making the roads safer for everyone. The technology is there, but the smartest cities are the ones that actually use it. I'd like to take this moment to thank my supporters on Patreon who pay me to stand around at traffic lights for an uncomfortably long period of time. If you'd like to support the channel, visit patreon.com/notjustbikes. I also want to thank Matt from beyondtheautomobile.ca, who is an actual urban designer who knows what he's talking about. Matt helped me keep this video factually correct and provided the clips from Ottawa, Canada. Link to his urban planning blog can be found below.
That was helpful.
Yeah.
So
And finally, if you know of any particularly interesting traffic lights in the Netherlands, please let me know in the comments because I'm always looking for more traffic lights to stare at.
and if you come to talk about the car, all those bikes, not like bicycle, bike, motorbike. They are regarded as cars, or
I think so. I think so.
I saw one in the traffic.
But I really love the fact that, almost everybody here, is a cyclist. You understand? He keeps, I feel like it's way healthy.
No, it is healthy,
You
not like
understand?
way healthy.
Yeah.
But my question is, I notice in countries like this, they will rarely have traffic offenders, people that beat traffic and everything. Because I didn't even see any police stop. Because now at traffic, you always see a police person there because they know how shitty it is. and how impatient some people can get
Yeah,
when
definitely.
the traffic is not going as it should.
But I don't blame the people that actually do, especially over here, that do skip that traffic. Because if I'm over here in this in Dodge, right, you could see how smooth
It is.
it is
Even in some
and efficient.
in some states and some city there's no even traffic lights, because
Yeah,
with time people have gotten used to how
the thing
it
moves.
moves, and
Okay,
you know, with the regulation of speed and
there was this
everything.
day we were waiting in traffic, right? We had a 90-second wait. Listen to this, 90-second wait. And there were cars packed. Like the whole traffic jam was as far as
Huge.
the eyes could see. Now,
Long.
when they gave us the green light to move, they gave us only 15 seconds.
And we've been waiting for like 90 seconds.
And the road was free. It is only that lane that was packed. And you dare not
Beat it.
beat it. Because there is going to be
Finding
a
that you're
police
going to get
car
fined.
parked somewhere waiting for you, actually praying for you to beat it, which is infuriating. But I don't want to dive into it because it's mind boggling though.
Yeah, I love the whole system. I love how they put
Very
I love
nice.
the priority they put over
Even
everything, like
public
the
transport has
tram, the
priority.
cars.
No, ah,
That's like a functioning country.
we
Watching this
have a
just make
lot to
me feel
work
like
on.
I'm from the fourth world, you know.
I'm not
And I'm
even
not
one from
ashamed
the
to say
zero.
so. I'm not ashamed to say so, because I hope we are trying to improve in our
Uh,
end. But this is actually very
I,
heartwarming to see.
I just saw a lot of places were lacking. Like 90 seconds, 15 seconds. The difference is massive. So it's so annoying that I was like, "Ah." And the funniest thing is that, you know, in as they gave us that 50 seconds, right? You know, cars does not just move immediately the light turns green. They like 5 seconds. I don't want to dive in. I don't want to dive in. Like I
We are
said,
getting angry, yeah.
I'm getting angry. I'm getting furious.
Please let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. And if you think there are some things you didn't add in the video, you can as well brief us down in the comment section. We are open to learning, and this video was really informative. And to see that my imagination is happening somewhere in the world, that's crazy, guys. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye, love.